Attention passionate Baltimore Ravens fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Baltimore Ravens' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Baltimore Ravens fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS, and Baltimore RAVENS fans. Let's get to the news all right. Folks, buckle up, because what I'm about to tell you could be one of the biggest rumors, and I mean real game changers, for the Ravens in recent memory. Word around the league, from sources close to the NFL, suggests a blockbuster trade might be in the works that could totally reshape our defensive trenches and elevate Baltimore's chances of making a serious run for the Lombardi Trophy. And believe me, this isn't just some idle speculation. It's gaining momentum among insiders and analysts alike. The buzz is that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, currently fighting to stay afloat at 7-6, might be ready to shake things up and send one of their key defensive players to Baltimore. That player, none other than Vita Vea, the huge nose tackle that's been a force inside for the Bucs. Now I know what some of you might be thinking. Vita Vea, isn't he getting a little long in the tooth at 30 years old? Well, yes, but don't let the age fool you. Vea is still playing at a high level, and his recent stats show just how disruptive he can be. Over this season, he's accumulated 24. 6 points allowed per game, and he's been a nightmare for offensive lines trying to block him. The numbers don't lie. 5 sacks, 15 tackles, 43 combined stops, and an impressive PFF grade of 88. 7, which puts him among the top defensive tackles in the league. His ability to stuff the run, pressure the quarterback, and collapse the pocket is exactly what the Ravens desperately need to push their defense into the elite tier. Plus, his minimal injury history, missing only a single game due to a knee issue, makes him a reliable and durable addition. What makes this trade even more intriguing is the Bucs' current situation. With a cap space of around $1 million and a struggling defensive line that's allowing over 325 points this season, Tampa Bay is clearly feeling the pressure. They're in a rebuild mode after injuries, like the one to Bredesen, which landed him on IR. They're looking to shed some cap and youth some of their roster, particularly on the defensive line, where they need an injection of talent. According to reports from Adam Schefter and Diana Rossini, Tampa wants to prioritize cap relief and bring in younger players, perhaps with the idea of building a more sustainable team for the future. And here's where the Ravens come into the picture. Baltimore has been quietly consolidating cap space, around $4 million, and they're eager to make a move that could upgrade their interior defensive line. Their front seven has been decent but inconsistent, especially against the run. Adding a player like Vita Vea would immediately elevate the group, giving them a true run-stopping menace who can command double teams and free up others like Majibuik to be more aggressive. In fact, Vea's presence would likely lead to an increase of about 8 sacks for the Ravens, which is huge. His ability to generate pressures, he's at 68 pressures on the season, would help create more turnovers and force opponents into tough third-and-long situations. Let's talk about how Vea fits into the Ravens' defensive scheme. Baltimore's defense has been solid, but they've lacked that elite game-changing presence on the interior. With Vea anchoring the middle, the Ravens could see a drop of about 16% in EPA per run, making it much tougher for offenses to establish the run or gain yards on the ground. His run-stuffing ability is comparable to legendary players like Vince Wilfork, with an 82% win rate at the point of attack, and he elevates defenses by reducing yards per carry against by about 14%. The Ravens' run defense would become even more formidable, especially in cold weather games where stopping the run is crucial. Plus, Vea's ability to collapse the pocket without blitzing, generating a -42. 8 EPA in that regard means Baltimore's pass rush could see a serious uptick even without extra blitzes. Of course, the potential impact on the team's overall success is massive. With Vea in the middle, the Ravens are projected to improve from a 9-8 record to possibly 10-7 or even better, thanks to the added pressure, stops, and overall defensive stability. The division rival Pittsburgh Steelers and Cincinnati Bengals are both formidable, but with a dominant interior presence, Baltimore could have the edge in key matchups. The AFC North has been a tight race this season, and a move like this could be the tipping point that pushes Baltimore over the top. Now, looking at the bigger picture, this trade could significantly boost our Super Bowl odds. According to betting odds, the Ravens' chances of winning the Super Bowl could jump from around plus 15000 to plus 5,000 with the addition of Vita V. That's a huge shift. And considering V's proven ability to perform in playoff atmospheres, he's got a 60% win rate in interior battles. He could be the X factor that turns our postseason into a deep playoff run. The Buccaneers, on the other hand, would see their odds drop to plus 5,000, reflecting their focus on rebuilding and developing younger players. So what does all this mean for us, the fans? It's simple. This isn't just about upgrading the team. It's about creating a new era of dominance on defense. If Baltimore manages to land V, it's like hitting a reset button on our defensive front, transforming it into one of the most feared units in the league. The synergy with Majubuik and other defenders would be incredible to watch. Plus, this move sends a message to the rest of the AFC that the Ravens are serious about competing at the highest level, especially in the trenches, which are often the key to winning championships. And I know some of you are probably thinking, wow, but what about the cap space? Well, Baltimore has been strategic. They can free up some cap room through cuts and restructures, making this trade feasible without overextending. The Ravens are known for their smart cap management, and if they see the value in V, who's a proven interior force, they'll find a way to make it work. Plus, the potential playoff boost makes this a no-brainer for the front office. As we look ahead, the implications are huge. A V addition not only makes Baltimore's defense more balanced and tough, but also shifts the power dynamics in the AFC North and the AFC as a whole. It's reminiscent of historic trades that have reshaped teams and dynasties, like when the Seahawks acquired Metcalf in 2025, boosting their aerial attack and helping them push deep into the playoffs. The Ravens could be on the verge of a similar renaissance, especially with a game-changing player like V anchoring our line. Now, I know some of you might be skeptical. After all, trades like this are rare and complicated. But the signs are pointing toward a real possibility. The Bucs are clearly in rebuild mode, and Baltimore is hungry for that defensive upgrade that can take us from a good team to a true contender. The potential for V to be a difference maker in our playoff push is enormous, and it's an exciting prospect to think about. Imagine him lining up across from offensive lines in December and January, disrupting everything, creating chaos, and allowing our linebackers and secondary to thrive. In conclusion, this rumored trade could be one of the most significant moves the Ravens have made in recent years. It's about more than just player acquisition. It's about setting a tone, building a fortress that opponents dread to face, and finally achieving that elusive Super Bowl victory. If this deal goes through, it would be a statement that Baltimore is all in, ready to fight for another Lombardi, and cement our place among the elite NFL franchises. This is the kind of move that could redefine the AFC landscape and place the Ravens firmly in the conversation as serious contenders for years to come. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Baltimore Ravens news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Baltimore Ravens fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster? Do you think Vita V is the missing piece that can push us over the top? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the team. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Baltimore Ravens news. The season is heating up, and with moves like this possibly on the table, we're all in for one wild ride. Let's go Ravens.